Welcome back to my channel. So I'm sure you saw we're making a fingerless glove. For this project you're going to need some nice wool. This is very nice and chunky. A crochet hook of the appropriate size. A darning needle. If you don't have one, a smaller crochet size hook. And a pair of scissors. So let's do this. For this pattern, you're going to start with the cuff part. So grab your hook and your yarn and make a magic circle. Excuse me, make a slip knot. You're going to chain 11. You're going to make one single crochet in the second chain from the hook and one single crochet in each chain across. So this glove is made to fit a lady's small hand. You can increase it or make it smaller. The choice is yours. When you get to the end of row 1, chain 1 and turn your work. You're going to make one single crochet in either the back loop or the front loop. Again, I leave that to you. I'm going to do mine in the back loop. It doesn't really make a difference whether you make it in the front loop or the back loop. And do that right across your work. That's a total of 10 single crochets. You will continue to work in this manner for the next 20 rows. So you need to add 20 more rows to this. When you're done, you'll have a total of 22 rows, depending on what wool you are using. Just measure it when you put it like this. Your cuff must meet. So as you go around and you make more rows, your row will of course come back this way. And as long as your rows meet, but I'll show you that when I have the cuff a bit longer. So I'm going to go off camera and do the next 20 rows. This is a total of 12 rows. This is a total of 18 rows so far. If you have a look, it's going around, but I'm still missing a piece for you. So this is my 22 rows. When I put it around my wrist and you slightly pull, it'll be perfect. So now you're going to take both sides and join it up. Put the right sides facing and you're going to join in the wrong side. Turn your work. Pick up your loop. I'm going to go into the first stitch and in the first stitch of the row at the back. And the only thing I'm making is a slip stitch. Just that. The stitch in the front and the loops at the back. Right at the bottom. Can you see that? That's where I'm going into. And the loops. Both loops on the other side and I'm pulling yarn over and pull through. You can join this however you like. I just find this to be the most simple and the most effective way to join this. Once you've joined them, this is what you have. Can you see the joining here? Right. Now you're going to turn this inside out. And we're going to work on the right hand side of this. So this is your joining. So put your needle back in your loop. I will work that tail away. This now. Okay, so now I am going to make single crochets right around. And you want to make a total of 29 single crochets for a lady's small size glove. There's exactly 22 rows here, plus a joining in the middle. So I can put one stitch per row, plus one in the middle here. And you're going to spread out the rest of the stitches throughout your work. 29 in total, please. So I'm going to start with the first one. Directly into this joining, which is going to be a bit tough. It's a bit tight in there. Pull up a loop. That's one. Right next door, I'm going to make another one. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want 5 there because it's making a bit of a holy. Let's go back down. 5. 6. Let's put 6 there. 7. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the middle here. 9. 10, 11, 12, and you can see I'm about halfway. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's see how far we've come. About halfway. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I need to put 8 more stitches. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and I'm going to slip stitch into the very first single crochet. That is round 1. For row 2, chain 1, 1 single crochet in each of the 29 single crochets. Work right around until you get to the end of your row, end of your round. For row number 3, chain 3. This counts as your first double crochet. Now go ahead and make 1 double crochet in each of the 29 stitches. Right around. Just 1 single double crochet in each stitch until you get to the end of your round. At the end of row 3, please slip stitch into the very first double crochet and chain 3. Round 4 is a repeat of row 3. Please make 1 double crochet in each stitch right around. At the end of the row, you'll have 29 double crochets, including the 3 chain that you just made. When you get to the end of row 4, again, slip stitch into the very first double crochet, make 3 chain, and please repeat row 4, which is 1 double crochet in each stitch right around. We're at the end of row 5. Slip stitch into the very first double crochet. Okay, let's see how this glove looks on my hand. So this is where we're at. It's a beautiful color. Okay, so now we're going to move to the thumb part. So you're going to chain 3. This is going to count as your first double crochet. Now you're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 25 stitches. So 1 each. So that's 4, 5, that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip the next 3 stitches and double crochet in the last stitch. Let me say that again. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches at the bottom, double crochet into the last stitch, and slip stitch into the very first double crochet. Row number 6 is done. So this is where my thumb or your thumb will go through. Chain 3 for row 7, counts as first double crochet. 1 double crochet in each stitch, in each of the 25 stitches until you get to your chain, and that is where I will meet you. And this is row 7. So here is the 24th and the 25th. In the 3 chain you made, please work 1 double crochet in each chain. That's 2, 3, 1 double crochet in your last stitch, slip stitch into your very first double crochet, and chain 3. When I put my hand in, my thumb fits in. So this is how far we're at. We are nearly done. For the next row, which is row 8, This is going to be a decreasing round. So this is our hand, and this is the most broadest point. So now when I look at it here, we start to go a bit smaller on this part of our hand, so I'm going to decrease here. So we're going to make our chain 3 and 1 double crochet. Now we're going to make a decrease over the next 2 stitches. So 2 double crochet, 2 together. Just like that. That's our first decrease. For the second decrease, 1 double crochet in the next stitch and decrease over the next 2 stitches. We're going to decrease again, but first make 1 double crochet and decrease 2 double crochet, 2 together. That's a total of 3 stitches that I've decreased, and I want to decrease 1 more. So make a double crochet into the next stitch. And let me show you this slowly. So it's yarn over, go into the loop, pull up a loop. There'll be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2 loops. There'll be 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2 loops. There'll be 3 loops left. Yarn over and go through all 3. That is my decreases. And now I'm going to double crochet into 1 double crochet in each of the next 12 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 11, 12. I'm going to decrease again over 2 stitches, so 2 double crochet together. And 1 double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. This is row 8, my decrease row complete. Please slip stitch into the very first double crochet. This is how it looks at row 8. If you have a look at the top piece, yeah, you can see it's sitting flush against my skin. For row 9, chain 3, 1 double crochet in each of the next 28, in each of the stitches right around. So just 1 double crochet, and this is the second to last round. This is the end of row 9. Please slip stitch into the very first double crochet. Row 10 and your last row, make 1 single crochet into the very first stitch and 1 single crochet in each stitch across. So this is the last row, and I'm going to show you how to neaten the thumb area up. So just 1 single crochet in each stitch across, and then we'll move over to the thumb area. This is my last single crochet, and I'm going to cut a tail, pull it out, thread a needle, oh, does this have to defeat me? Thread my needle. I'm going to go into the first stitch, So it looks like a little stitch there. And I'm going to finish it on the inside of the work. I want to go through a few stitches, and I also need to make a knot first. There's my knot. Just going to curl this in a bit and go through a few stitches and successfully hide this tail. Right, there we go. Cut off the excess tail. So here's your glove. And I decided to make this a bit different. Can you see how mine looks? More round. So I'm going to make that more rounder. The only thing you're going to do is slip stitch, make a slip knot. On the third row of double crochets in this corner on the right, I'm going to feed this slip knot back on my hook. At the same time, I want to try and work away this tail. I'm going to chain one. No, I'm not going to chain one. I'm going to go back in and make, excuse me, I'm losing my mind here. Please put your slip knot back on your crochet hook. So the third row of double crochets in the right hand corner, make a single crochet. Now I'm going to move the tail in between there because I want to work the tail away. That's one single crochet. In the next stitch, I'm going to make another single crochet, and I'm hiding the tail. In the next stitch, I'm going to make one single crochet, and in the next one, in the corner, one single crochet, that's my tail hidden. I'm going to make one single, I'm going to turn my work. So you see it was long ways, now I'm turning it to the side. One single crochet in the stitch from the side. One single crochet in the corner. One single crochet in the rest of the stitches. One single crochet again, and I'm going to cut my yarn, leave a long enough tail, thread the needle, and you're going to slip stitch into your very first stitch that you made. I'm going to slip stitch it. Let me show you. I love these invisible stitches. Right, so I'm going to pull it there to make that stitch. Now I'm just going to, let me turn this inside out so I can hide this tail. So please go ahead and make a knot, hide your tail successfully. So this is the finished product, my fingerless gloves. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Let me put on the other one. To be totally honest, I first made one glove to see if I'd be able to actually do this. I'd seen quite a few patterns, and every time I tried them, they always were too big for my hands. And I decided to change it up. So what do you think? The best part about these gloves is that I can still write with them. I can still hold my crochet hook and still do a lot of work with fingerless gloves. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. This is the Queen Phoenix out.